We begin here. President Trump continuing to implement his agenda at a furious pace during his first days back in power. President Trump signing dozens more executive orders, including one that will bring an end to one of President Biden's most controversial policies. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is at the White House with the very latest this morning. Tom, good morning to you. The president capping off Tuesday with a move that will immediately change the way that federal agencies operate.
Good morning, Markie. And yes, a pretty tight deadline here because the president's team announcing this executive order that forces all federal departments and programs to close offices and initiatives dealing with diversity, equity, and inclusion, better known as DEI. And that deadline is by 5 p.m. this evening. The federal government directing these offices to close and lay off those workers and asking for those departments to really lay out their plans and how they plan to do so with all this. This is all part of a very big change to the federal government workforce that's going to be implemented by President Donald Trump. I mean, here we are on day 2 of his presidency. And right now, a memo issued by the acting director to the U.S. Office of Personnel Management describes ways for agencies to explain the decision to their staff, claiming that the programs, quote, divided Americans by race and wasted taxpayer dollars. The agency, like I said, must report on their progress by noon tomorrow and have until the end of the month to begin developing plans for laying off employees in these closed DEI offices. Markie?
Yeah, big day ahead in regards to that. Now, Tom, all of this happening just hours after a controversy surrounding the National Prayer Service yesterday. I mean, that bishop kind of lecturing the president. The president posting about it to Truth Social overnight. What do you have to say?
As you can imagine, President Donald Trump not too happy after sitting through that church service. This bishop, Bishop Mariann Budde here in Washington, D.C., imploring President Donald Trump to show mercy towards the LGBTQ community. This all took place during that national prayer service at Washington National Cathedral here in Washington, D.C. And President Trump posted to Truth Social after midnight attacking Bishop Mariann Budde of the Episcopal Diocese of Washington as a, quote, radical left hardline Trump hater. The president also slamming the service as, quote, very boring and uninspiring, end quote, and calling on Budde and the church to issue a public apology. All of this after Budde directly and indirectly addressed the president during her sermon at the official interfaith inaugural prayer service, as I said, Tuesday at the Washington National Cathedral.
In public discourse, honoring each other's dignity means refusing to mock or discount or demonize those with whom we differ, choosing instead to respectfully debate our differences, and whenever possible, to seek common ground. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.
The Episcopal Diocese of Washington, D.C. has yet to comment on all of this, but to take it one step further, Georgia Republican Mike Collins has called on Bishop Budde to be part of deportations that we could see across the country. But very important to note, Bishop Budde was born in New Jersey. Markie?
Yeah, Tom, the first and second families, none too happy about how that service went down yesterday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.